Hello everyone. So this is the next part of the write and read CSV file video. In this you can able to see how to write and read CSV file in Jupyter as well as in IDLE. So let's proceed. Writing in CSV file, software use Python IDLE first. So creating CSV file, this code we can use. If you saw my earlier videos, then you can able to identify the steps of creating the CSV file. So children, here first step is import CSV, and the next step is accepting values from the user, and the third step is opening the CSV file, and here the name of my CSV file is try.csv, and the mode of the file mode is write mode. Next is invoking the csv.writer function and returning the writer object. So children, this writer object use write row function to write the header row, and afterwards I'll iterate this write row function to insert the whole nested list into the CSV file. This only happens with the help of this fWriter object of csv.writer. Okay, so we proceed and see the output screen of the code. I have input the admission number, name, marks. Again I have inputted the admission number, name and marks, and 3 times I have inserted the values. After inserting the values, when I traverse and see the try.csv, so I can open this try.csv in either MS Excel or in Notepad. See, in MS Excel when I open it, it shows the blank line in between. But in Notepad, it doesn't show any blank line. So my problem is why it's showing the blank line in between. So children, just have a look on the code you have written. See, you haven't put any new line character argument while opening the function handler. That's why by default it is taking comma and the delimiter and the /n as an EOL character. Okay, see, here in this open function 3 arguments were there. First argument is the path, second argument is the file mode, and the third argument is the new line character. And you didn't pass the new line character here. So automatically the new line character taken by my PC is /n because I am working on Windows. No? That's why when I open the MS Excel file, it shows a blank line in between. Clear? So see the next thing. One line gap because new line parameter is not written in the code. So by default /n is taken, and why /n is taken? Because I am working on Windows. If you are working on Macintosh, another default value is taken. If you are working on Unix, another default value is taken. So to avoid it, what I told you, use blank. No? Next is text separated by comma by default. because these are comma separated values and you are converting the things into CSV file. That's why. Generate file without one line gap in MS Excel. So children, if I want to generate the file without one line gap, I don't want one line gap in MS Excel. So what I'll do? I'll insert only new line equals to blank. This blank avoid me to use the operating system EOL. So by default my operating system EOL is /n. If I'll use blank here, it will not take /n. See, I have inserted Beena and Tina in the record and my notepad shows this and my MS Excel shows this. So successfully I have deleted the one line gap from MS Excel. Clear? Next, see, generate the file with different delimiters. Yes children, I want to generate the new file now, not with commas. Now I want /t, tab spaces to be inserted in between. So it's simple. I will only insert the delimiter /t here. And see, I have written Annie and Binny. My notepad shows this. See, it is separated not by commas. It is separated by /t. So these new line argument and delimiter argument plays a very important role in writing the file. So it must be clear to you. Okay. Next is use right rows in code. You have used right row till now. If you want to use right rows, children, it takes a bulk of data and insert it as it is in the file. So see the code first. I have opened the file with new line argument. I get the object fWriter, and with the help of fWriter, I use right row to insert one single header row. And after that, the whole list, the whole nested list is inserted in right rows. And right rows is handled by the fWriter, and fWriter takes all the rows all together in the CSV file. Okay, and I will get the Naresh and Tanuj content in my CSV file try.csv, separated by, of course, commas, because I have not written any delimiter here. Clear? Now students, the time to read the data from CSV file. So once you write the data in CSV file contains the huge record, and you can read and extract the data from the CSV file with the help of this csv.writer function. Children, the csv.writer function is very important. Why it is important? Because it returns a reader object. And you know, reader object is the one who carries the data from CSV file to your software. Okay. Similarly to the write function, as csv.writer returns an object and that object takes that data to the CSV file. So here also csv.reader returns the object and it will take our data to the specific software. So here are the few steps how to read the content. Just have a look. First one is import CSV. Second one is open CSV file in read mode. Yes, children, as you know, we have two types of modes, W and R. W stands for write mode and R stands for read mode. Okay, and this is a new line character. After that, create the reader object. You have to create the reader object, then fetch the data through the loop, then close the file. See the code, children, in the ideally import CSV file, f.open, f is the handler here, and csv.reader with the f handler returns an object in freader, and this freader helps us in iterating the loop and displaying the record. After that, f.close. This code will gives me the content which is present in my CSV file separated by commas. Yes, children, why separated by commas? Because the default delimiter is comma. Okay. Next is writing and reading the file all together. This is the very important part. You should know it. See, import CSV. I am following the same steps, creating the empty list, then def create function. This function accept the whole record and write the content in the CSV file. Once I write the content in the CSV file, I can easily see the content present there with the help of reader object. So for that, I have used this def show function and the code for the reading CSV file. See the output here. I have inserted 3 records, Beena, Meena and Leena, and when I call this show function, it will retrieve all the records present in the CSV file. But it takes the comma as a delimiter because it is not present when I write the file. So when the delimiter parameter is not present, it will automatically take comma as a file separator. Clear? See, without new line character, if I never write new line character in my writing of the file, what happens? It will leave the space, children, in between, like this. See? When I write it, when I didn't write new line argument, it will leave the space like this. And it doesn't show good. So, if I want to remove this space from between, children, I have to choose any one method out of two. See here, the first method is while writing the file, you have to put this new line argument. My first method. And my second method is instead of using new line in writing of the file, what you can do? You can use new line argument when you opening the file in read mode. And for that you have to choose the appropriate EOL character from a given tally, from a given list of operating system and their EOL characters in my previous video. So from there you can fetch the appropriate EOL character. As I am working on Windows, so my EOL characters are /r/n. So I have used that. Once you use this new line in reading of the CSV file, It will never give the blank spaces like this. Okay. So you can choose either method 1 or either method 2. Clear? Now see how to write the CSV file in your Jupyter notebook, children. As we are working on Jupyter notebook, so we must know how to write the CSV file through Jupyter. So for writing the CSV file through Jupyter, we have to underscore CSV function. Pandas provide this to underscore CSV function to write the data in CSV file. Okay, so simply I have to create the data frame first. You can create either by nested list or by dictionary, whatever you want. And after creating the data frame, I'll use to underscore CSV and the path of the CSV file. Now I am using try1.csv. Now print df, the data frame is printed and the line is displayed. CSV file is created successfully. So what if I want to see this file? If you want to see this file, of course, you have to read the file. But before that, when I open this try1.csv by right click, I found it can open in Notepad or in MS Excel. So when I open it in Notepad, it shows me like this. And when I open it in MS Excel, it shows us like this. Yeah? Next is reading CSV file in Pandas. So to read the CSV file in Pandas, I have read underscore CSV. It will read the content from the CSV file and display it on the screen. See, import pandas at speedy path equals to, I have written the path, but here you are reading the file, no? So you have to put this R here. You see this R? R stands for reading the content. So this is the syntax. This is how you write the file mode here. Then pd dot read underscore CSV, then path. And df dot head 3 of course gives us the first 3 rows. But unfortunately I have only 2 rows entered. Okay, so let's move ahead and see. I have used reader function also in Jupyter to extract the content. So it also works successfully. If I use csv.writer function, the object returned is obj, and when I iterate the obj, I can easily get the content. Okay? Next is, children, if I want to read the CSV file with huge record, for that I can simply use df.head. It will give me the first 5 records. The reading of the file method is totally same, no change here. Done. So I hope I am clear here. Next is, let's practice. After understanding so much of coding part and after doing so much of coding in your laptops, you have to do the practice also. So for that, I have given the table city with 2 columns, city and population. There are 4 cities and list of populations are there. Question 1 you have to do in the Python ideally, and question 2 of course you have to do in the Jupyter notebook because data frame is creating there. Read the question carefully and start doing the code. Thank you. Have a nice day and happy coding. And please don't forget to share and like it.